Hey YouTube, it's Crepscrow11 here. I know I haven't done a video in like a long time, like a few months I think it's been, but I've just been like really busy with school and finals and everything. I'm gonna make the same excuses everyone else has, but I've gotten a lot of new stuff in the time that I've been gone. Like I was playing Gravekeepers for a while, and I'm not gonna do a deck profile of Gravekeepers because there's not a lot of, you know, like differences in my build from everyone else's build, because there's not a lot of stuff you can do. Gravekeepers were a very staple build, and you had to do the, you know, there was just a very cookie cutter Gravekeeper thing to be halfway competitive. So I was playing that for a while, and I decided I didn't really like it, so I went to like my local Saturday, and I was going to play Machina, but I was going to play Machina with like 3 duality and 2 warnings, and I was like ready to go. And I get there, and I look in my binder, and I'm like, well, I have every card to play this Naturia. That's right. I had every card to play Naturia the way I wanted, except I only had 1 Cactus Bouncer. And my friend let me borrow another one, so I played Naturia that day, and I came in second. And I smashed 2 Samurais in a row, and then a Nordic deck. And locals was kind of small that day. We didn't have a lot of people show up, but I beat like completely done Samurais, Kazans and Shin and Mornings and all that shit like twice. And, the deck is just like Naturia. Like I was actually really happy with as good as it did. I came in second. I got 4 packs, and I pulled a tour guide and didn't even have the damn card for 5 minutes before it was traded. But regardless, Naturia for some reason are good. I was appalled. I was astonished. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to get to the deck profile. You have to play, I'm playing the Bamboo Shoot version, not the Synchro version with Pumpkin, because basically there's 2 versions to Naturia. There is the Bamboo Shoot version, and there's one where you play Naturia Pumpkin, and the whole point of the deck is just to Synchro into Barkion and Beast really fast and try to control the game from there. But I like playing Bamboo Shoot better. He requires a little less setup than the Synchros, but you have to like protect him, which I run a lot of traps for that. So, anyways, 3 Bamboo Shoot. When you tribute a Naturia monster for his summon, your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards. So, if they don't negate his summon with warning or judgment, then you pretty much are set, as long as you can because he's only 2k, so he's kind of small. So as long as you can protect him, you kind of have the game, because he combos really well with another monster I'll show you in a bit. Play Triple Cherry, because Cherry is like, I don't know, I like it. It makes it really easy to get your Bamboo Shoot out, because if you open up with a Cherry and a Shoot in hand, then you just set the Cherry. And then Cherry's effect is when it's sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 2 Naturia Cherry from your deck in face down defense position. So they attack into your Cherry, and then you just special summon 2 face down, and then on your next turn you tribute 1 and you get Bamboo Shoot, right? Well, the only problem with Cherry is if you draw into 2 Cherry, then you're kind of screwed. Well, I found out a way to alleviate that problem a little bit, and I'll get into that here in a second. So anyways, Cherry, it's pretty good. Cliff, he is the searcher of the Naturia lineup. Pretty much, if you open up Cliff, just summon him in attack mode and go hard and start attacking with him, because it works. I've had Bamboo Shoot and Cliff on the field. You're getting there for 35, because a lot of times they can't do anything. If you can keep their monsters clear, you know. Anyways, 2 Butterfly. Butterfly is really good, and it is the most, I don't know. It's like the easiest way to get Bamboo Shoot out, or one of many, obviously, but like, because Butterfly, it can, once per turn, you can negate an attack by your opponent by milling a card off the top of your deck. So if they attack and you mill, and Butterfly survives, then you can just tribute it off for Bamboo Shoot next turn. So it makes it a lot easier to get out Bamboo Shoot. And I know the whole deck seems like it focuses around Bamboo Shoot, which it really does, but everything, the whole deck kind of works together in a really smooth way, and like I said, I was really surprised it worked. Double Mantis. And this is what I was talking about with Cherries. Because Mantis, when your opponent normal summons a monster, you can discard a Naturia monster from your hand to negate the normal summon. So if you have Mantis on the field, and you drew into 2 Cherries, or let's say you opened up with 2 Cherries and a Mantis, set your first Cherries, right? Let them attack into a special summon your second Cherries. you have the third cherries in hand. Next turn, summon the mantis if you don't have bamboo shoot. And then when they summon, you just pitch your third cherries. Your cherries just went from being dead to helping you. So that's the way that I looked at it. And I didn't, like, Mantis didn't, I never actually used his effect all day long, but he's 1700, so he kind of helped. Like, he wasn't bad, he was just another body on the field, you know. Rose Whip, this is the temporary bamboo shoot, and this card put in so much work. It was retarded. Because your opponent can only activate one spell or trap card per turn. So, like, they would activate, let's see, like, 6-Am United. They'd activate United, and then keep in mind that he's a plant, right? So, one spell or trap card per turn. Comboed with Cactus Bouncer, right? So then they would, Cactus Bouncer, as long as there's another plant on the field, no one can special summon. So, Cactus Bouncer, comboed with this, makes a complete lockdown. Comboed with that, or with Bamboo Shoot. So, if you have Bamboo Shoot, Bouncer on the field, and back row, you better win, because it's really hard for them to come back from that. I don't think I lost, I never lost when I had this set up. The only time that I lost one game out of my 2 matches. I lost 1 game to Sam's, and that was when I had Bamboo Shoot up on the field, and I think I had a Cliff. I think it was, instead of that, it was a Cliff, right? And he couldn't special, or no, I had oppression up. I didn't have Bouncer, but I had oppression up. So what he did was he tributed his Sam, because he was setting Kageki, right? Kageki's 2K wall. So I couldn't attack over it with Bamboo Shoot, because I'd go hard with Bamboo Shoot and attack like that. So he tribute summoned his Grandmaster and attacked over because it's 2100. You see? You see? Alright. So, anyways. The monster lineup is very good. I was surprised that it came in second. I was really happy, actually, that something I threw to, because I had never even played Naturia before. I only knew about, you know, I'd been wanting to build it. I never really put it into action, though, because I was getting all the stuff. So I got there, and, like, right before the tournament, I was like, I'll just play Naturia. And so I did it, and it came in second. So anyways, this is where the deck gets kind of stupid. 3 duality. See? Duality is like, this is another one of those decks where the way that I built it, it requires duality, because what's the purpose of the deck? To draw into this guy, right? This duality makes that more consistent, and like, I hate that the deck requires it, I really do, but it just seemed like the only way to like make it work. And like, remember, I didn't put a lot of thought into this deck when I threw it together, so I just was like, oh, I'll just play 3 duality in it because it'll work, and the deck doesn't special summon. So yeah, 3 duality. I played triple smashing because, yeah, I'm thinking about cutting this down to like 2 because I've been dead drawing smashing a lot lately. But anyways, remember, Bamboo Shoot, he's little, cute, and he's little, and he's got 2000 attack, and he will get his shit ran over. Oh, by the way, Cactus Bouncer to 3. Add another one in there. I'll show you where to take it out in a second. There's triple smashing because your stuff is small. So, before you go in for the Bamboo Shoot, smashing ground their stuff, and then start, yeah, doing all that. Reborn. Now, I did not like Reborn in this deck. I didn't have Reborn in my original build. I was also playing 2 Fissure along with my smashing grounds. Excuse me. And I wasn't playing Reborn. Let's see. I took out Fissure for Reborn and a 3rd Dimensional Prism. So I wasn't playing Reborn originally. And you don't really need it. Like, take it out, put in a 3rd Cactus Bouncer, because Reborn doesn't work while you have Cactus Bouncer up, so why draw into a dead card? So imagine that this is a Cactus Bouncer, and put Cactus Bouncer in your monster lineup. Let's see, the next thing is play the 1 book, and there it is. Book of Moon, Trunade. Trunade is like, before you go in for Bamboo Shoot, Trunade, because you don't want them having that warning that will stop it, or the, you know, or something else, just a way to get around Bamboo Shoot that's not effect failure. I'll talk about effect failure here in a minute, because I came up with an idea for that. So, yeah, Trunade. Plus, after you go into Bamboo Shoot, they have a handful of cards they can't use, and they gotta start discarding shit once they start overdrawing, you know, because you can only have how many cards? 6. So if they have more than that, they gotta start discarding at the end of their turn. So yeah, plus people were getting mad because my responses were so damn awesome. And looking at all these cards in your hand and not being able to do anything with them is a bit frustrating. So the deck works off of lockdown and just making people mad. I think that was part of it. Plus I had a little bit of shock factor. And then Dark Hole, and that's the last spell because this shit is broken. Now let's see. For traps, I play Double Warning because them summoning big things is really bad because Bamboo Shoot is how big? 2K. That's right. There you go. Double Warning. 7 tools. This is for when you go Bamboo Shoot and they say warning. Bam. Stops it. So there you go. Triple Compulse is way too good in my experience playing this deck because every time that I would play Sams, right, they would go Kageki and then Special Kagamusha, and then I would just say Compulsion Kagamusha. So now they had a 200 monster in attack mode that I would just attack over next turn. Please start doing this because that move is awesome. It makes them so mad. Also, so does Chain Disappearance Kagamusha, but that's a completely different story. Let's see. Next, play Triple Dimensional Prison because it is the greatest. Like, it's so good. I love this card. It's an out to stuff that's bigger than like Bamboo Shoot because if they try to attack over your Bamboo Shoot, then you're just like Dimensional Prison, remove your shit. You got one less big monster. Plus, you've got Cactus Monster. They can't reborn stuff out of their graveyard. You don't have to worry about that. So it's just one less thing to worry about. You know, it's like take it completely out of the game and or banish it or whatever because we're getting the new stupid card text. So yeah. Dimensional Prison at 3. It's way too good. Like I said, I was originally playing 2 Fissure, but I dropped it for the 3rd Dimensional Prison and the Reborn. Cut out Reborn, put another Cactus Bouncer. I'm just saying. Mirror Force. Royal Oppression. Essentially, the Cactus Bouncer acts as oppressions like 2, 3, and 4 with feet and attack points and stuff, but oppression. You have to play it. Okay. And then Solemn Judgment, and then the 2 MVP cards. I'm going to use the term MVP. Trap Dust Shoot and Mind Crush. And I'm sure everybody knows this combo, but I'm just letting you know this shit is broken. It is so broken. When you Dust Shoot, and then you know what's in their hand, so you just Chain Crush. My God. I swear I've discarded people's entire monster count in their hand, and they're just left with a bunch of spells. And I know what your stuff is, so I know whether to be scared or not. So yeah, make sure you chain the Dust Shoot on their draw. When they say draw for turn, you say, okay, Dust Shoot. And then whatever their most problematic monster is, send it back to their deck. And then they say, okay, fine. They send it back, you shuffle, and then you say Mind Crush. And then you call the card because you better be fucking paying attention to what's in their hand. So yeah. That is the main deck. Monster Reborn should be a Cactus Bouncer. Please do that. I'm getting another one. I didn't really think about it. I just kind of threw the deck together, remember. The side deck is not really that amazing. It's very standard. Double Kinetic, because it's funny when you set this thing and then Sams run into it, and then they just get really mad. Double Cyber Dragon. Effect Veiler. Yes, I play Veiler, even though it's Bamboo Shoot's worse than me. And after I go over the extra and the side and all that stuff, I'll go back and talk about the Bamboo Shoot getting Veilered and the one out that I know to it getting Veilered. That isn't debunked. Double Nobleman, because Nobleman of Cross Out on Raikou is the funniest thing ever, because a lot of people play Raikou at locals. Double MST, because I'm not maining them, because I don't feel like I need to main them, because it's like Bamboo Shoot is so much better than MST will ever be, but remember, you gotta get the Bamboo Shoot out. So MST is like, if you're kind of having problems getting your Bamboo out, MST, you know, it's just that thing. Double Rivalry, this card is hilarious. People playing random ass plant things will be like trying to do all this weird stuff, and you're just like, Rivalry, kill something. Yeah. Chain Disappearance, play of the day, Chain Disappearance, Kagamusha. Samurais can't do crap. And this card is my personal choice, is Mask of Restrict, and you might not like it, but it's a multi-use card, because Frog Monarchs are freaking stupid, and it stops Gravekeepers. And you're thinking, what? Let's see. Descendant's effect is you have to tribute a Gravekeeper on your side of the field to destroy a card that your opponent controls. This stops it. When I was playing Gravekeepers, and I took him to a regional, and I was side decking this. In the mirror match, I sided this in, and it shut down my opponent's Descendant trying to pop my stuff, and he was mad. So yeah, remember that. It's a good card. Like, I don't think a lot of people are playing it, but it's like good. Like, just do it. You know? And then the extra deck makes no sense. I don't have Beast and Barkion. I had to borrow them for the tournament, I know, but I'll be getting them, I want to say in like a week I'll probably have them. So nothing in here is going to make sense because this is left over from Gravekeepers where I was teching with Gale. Keep that in mind. Catastor, I'm just going to show it off. Armed Wing, Arcanite, because in Gravekeepers, I'm going to put a little Gravekeeper plug in here. Recruiter and Gale make Armed Wing, and Arcanite Magician off of any of them in Gale. No, and Tempest off of Recruiter and Gale. And then back to stuff that every deck can play. Iron Chain, Gaia. This guy's too good, even though I can't use him right now in this deck. He's from Gravekeepers too. Scrap, Archfiend, Ancient Fairy, Stardust, Sexy Ultimate, Red Dragon Archfiend, Darken, and then double Chimera Tech and a Miststorm. Well, yeah. The reason I'm playing Chimera Tech it too is because I let my friend borrow my Magical Android that I was playing. So he let me borrow this, so I had something. Because we do have a guy that plays Machina at locals, and this is like rape. So, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna get all this out of the way, and I'll explain the little bamboo sheet thing real quick before this deck profile gets really, really long. So let's see where they at. You're gonna need bamboo and cherries. Because cherries is the other part to this thing, and I might just be an idiot showing you guys this because you might already know what I'm about to show you, but it's still, I feel like if you're going to at least attempt to play the deck, you need to know this. So, and sorry for the shaky cam. Alright, so you open up with cherries, right? And a bunch of meaningless back rows. Don't worry about the back rows, it's completely unimportant in this demonstration. And they attack into your cherries. Kill it, special your 2, face down. So, you go, tribute, cherries, bamboo, and they say, effect Veiler. You're like, cool. Cherries, make a Barkion. There you go. So, they just wasted a Veiler, and remember, you can always tribute your Synchros for Bamboo Shoot, because its effect will still happen. I wouldn't always do this. I have even synchroed off my Bamboo Shoot before. I would not recommend doing that, and I'm not talking about synchroing it off in this little thing I just showed you. I'm talking about synchroing it off to make a Barkion because my opponent was trying to use double-edged sword technique, stupid shit like that. So, remember that combo. The deck is actually better than I thought it was, even though it's, like, bad. I mean, you would think it would be bad. It's actually good. Remember, even though this guy is cute, like freaking adorable, if he gets Veilered, the effect goes away, so your opponent can use their magic and traps, spell traps, whatever. If he gets Veilered, the effect happens, and if he gets booked, if they somehow manage to book him, and you flip it back over, his effect goes away too. So yeah. Anyways. I'm going to end the deck profile here before it gets too long. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comment box or PM me or whatever. And also, I'll have a deck profile of Crystal Beasts up because I'm only 5 cards away from finishing that, and I should have those cards really soon as well. So expect that. And if you guys, for some reason, do want to see my Gravekeeper build, because it actually was pretty decent, you can message me or request it in the comment or whatever, and I'll do it. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. See you.